Hey, I'm Melanie from 4-Wheel Campers. I'm getting ready for a trip down to Death Valley, so I'm going to take you along and show you what I do to get my camper ready for adventure. So this is my rig. It's a 2017 Hawk rollover couch on a 2007 Ford F-150, and her name is Big Red. We have had so many awesome adventures together, from weekend trips to vacations to long-term travel all across the country. It's been so great to have a rig that I can take anywhere with me and that always feels like home. All right, so Big Red has been stored in the driveway for a few months, since December actually, when we went down to the 4-Wheel Camper Owners Rally in Southern California near Anza Borrego. That was an amazing event. We had about 150 4-wheel camper rigs, and it was so much fun. Highly recommend going if you own a 4-wheel camper. So right now, the camper is in storage mode. The things that I do when I store my camper are I turn off the kill switch. This makes sure that nothing is drawing power from the batteries. I also crack the refrigerator open so nothing gets funky in there. I also have a vent open so that way there's some air circulation. If you live in colder, wetter climates, you might want to do some extra things to make sure your camper stores properly, like removing the mattress and making sure that no moisture is building up in the camper. I'm gonna turn the camper power on. Right now, this kill switch is in the off position. When it's in the off position, that means that nothing electrical will draw from your battery. It also still allows for your solar to keep your battery topped off, as well as truck charging to charge your battery. What doesn't work when the kill switch is in the off position is your electrical system. So nothing turns on unless the kill switch is on. You're also not able to charge from shore power unless the kill switch is on. So when I turn the kill switch on, and it's in the out position, that's what turns everything on. So right now my lights will turn on, my refrigerator turns on. You'll also wanna make sure that all of your breakers are in the on position. That just ensures that everything is actually functioning properly. I like to carry extra fuses. It's not typical that I need them, but it's really good to have in case one of the fuses trips. We're gonna go plug into shore power, make sure the battery is topped off, and then we're gonna move to the next step of getting the camper ready. While we're in here, we're going to get the refrigerator turned on and ready for all of my refrigerated goods. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to move this little slider into the other position, which allows the refrigerator to close. And next I'm going to turn on the refrigerator. So that way it starts to cool off, and when I put my stuff in there, it's ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and connect to shore power. I'm gonna get my 30 amp to 15 amp shore power connector. It goes in this port up here. It's a directional plug, so you're gonna wanna make sure that it's lined up. Get it into place, and then you twist the ring on to secure it. Next, I'm gonna get my extension cord. We're gonna run it to power in the house. This will make sure that our batteries are topped off and that we're ready to go. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up my water tank. I store my hose and my filter in the Turnbuckle access stores. This just keeps it out of the way, and so when I don't need it, it's out of the way. To fill up your water tank, you're gonna want to open up this water fill door, and you'll notice that there's two ports in here. The larger one is for filling your water tank, and the other one is for when you're connected to city water using a pressure regulator. So we're gonna open this up. I'm going to connect my hose to a filter. I always filter the water that goes into the camper because I like to drink the water from my camper. Some people, they don't use it for drinking water, but I do, so I always like to ensure that the water I'm putting in there is as clean as possible. So I go ahead and I attach the filter to my water fill hose. I'm going to put this in here. I'm gonna run this to the water spigot and fill up the tanks. One of the most important steps in getting ready for a trip is making sure that your turnbuckles are tight. If you have a slide-in camper, chances are it's attached to your truck via turnbuckles. These over time, especially on washboard roads, can get loose. You always want to make sure that they are nice and snug. I like to use a screwdriver. Well, first I'm going to check it, make sure that it's not loose. Then I'm gonna put the screwdriver in the center part here and just tighten it down and make sure that it's maybe a half turn past tight. One of the things I like to do before I hit the road is to check my tire pressure. This helps ensure that you have a nice smooth ride and that the truck can carry the weight of the camper. I installed airbags on my truck. This helps level out the ride. So I'm gonna check the air pressure on these too. Normally I like to run them around 25 to 35, depending on what I'm doing. As I'm getting ready, I'm also making sure that I have all of my safety gear in case I run into any trouble. In my truck, I carry an air compressor in case I need to air down for any off-road driving. I carry a bottle jack in case I need to lift the truck and change a flat tire. I have max tracks on the roof to get myself out of any stuck situations. I also carry a snatch strap and shackle to be able to recover if needed. The other thing I travel with is a Garmin InReach. This helps me stay in contact in case of an emergency. The last thing I'm gonna do is check my propane. I haven't used the camper in a while, so I don't remember how much propane I have left. Oh yeah, that's pretty empty. I'm gonna go fill these up so that I'm topped off and ready for my trip. To fill up my propane tank, I've come to my local gas station to get them both topped off.